I had been looking forward to this night for a long time. My friend Goku was coming with me to my last college homecoming dance, and we intended to make it a night to remember. Goku acquired several rolls in advance, as he usually does when we roll together. These rolls were called Supermans. They were white and triangular, with the Superman emblem on both sides. We dropped at around 10:30 p.m., on the way to the hotel at which the dance would be held. I took one, and I don't know how many Goku took. I never keep track. Anyways, there we were at the dance. I felt very mild effects after a good half an hour, but not enough, so Goku and I went out by the pool to smoke a cigarette and hit the Vicks. That boosted it a little, and we went back to the dance pretty fucked up. It wasn't long before we got bored, though, and we decided to go back to his place to dance with the sticks and fuck each other up. I ate one half more, and Goku ate the rest. Finally, we could deny it no longer. These rolls were bland as fuck. Goku tried calling his hookup to no avail. I tried calling someone too, and was successful. He could acquire 2 tablets called Chronically, for a whopping $35 a piece. That, I know, is an outrageous price, but you understand. Having a weak roll is like having sex with no orgasm. Also, even though neither Goku nor I had ever heard of them before, these pills supposedly had a reputation for being awesome. So we missioned up to my campus where my friend lived. The Chronics were huge, had a marijuana leaf imprinted on the fronts, and were absolutely covered with spots. Note that up until this night, I usually only took 1 pill per night, so I was already over my usual dose. However, neither Goku nor I were thinking clearly, so we took the pills right then and there. As soon as I swallowed the pill and stood up to leave, I felt like throwing up. This feeling subsided after a few moments, however, and Goku and I went back to his place, where they kicked in. It was nothing out of the ordinary, really. At first we felt like just lying there, feeling completely lethargic. But then Goku forced himself to start dancing, and I followed. We took turns either lying on the bed and watching or dancing, or as we call it, getting possessed by the rave gods. We saw beautiful pinkish metallic trails with the glowsticks, and we danced until the sun came up. I went outside to leave, and everything looked so colorful and new. I got home, popped in a trance CD, got in bed and called Goku. We chatted for a bit, then decided to go to sleep. My bed felt so good, so soft. So I closed my eyes. And then I started rolling like fucking crazy. I started chattering and zoning out real bad, and it was unbelievably intense. It felt like I would zone out for hours, and it would only be for 1 minute. After an hour of this hell, I called my sister and made her come over. My mother, thank God, was out of town. To make a long story short, I was fucked up for the rest of the day. I was shaking, grinding my teeth and chattering, and my pupils were so dilated my eyes looked black. I didn't want to eat anything. I finally managed to fall asleep a few hours later. And when I woke up and looked out the window, my pupils were still so dilated that all I could see was a blinding white light and the faint outline of leaves. For the next 3 days, I had violent mood swings. One moment I would have unbearable cravings, and at other times I would cry uncontrollably. I felt extreme pangs of guilt, felt that I had almost died that morning, and I became paranoid that I would lose control over myself and would confess to my mother. I felt like I was in a dream, and like everyone I talked to could tell I was fucked up. I felt like everything I said came out sounding drunken and stupid. It was so scary. The homecoming dance was on a Saturday night. I didn't go back to normal until the following Thursday. I'm not sure whether I just OD'd a little, or whether there was something wrong with the roll. But I can definitely say that this was one of the scariest moments in my entire life.